Remember waking up feeling like a man? That surge of energy? That familiar morning greeting from your body telling you everything's working just fine? For millions of men over 50, that morning confidence has slowly faded away. You roll out of bed feeling older than your years, avoiding your wife's gaze, wondering if this is just part of getting older or if something is seriously wrong. The doctors offer pills with side effects that sound worse than the problem. Your friends joke about it at poker night, but you see the same worry in their eyes too. What if I told you the path back to feeling like yourself again is sitting in your kitchen right now? The fruit I'm about to share with you changed everything for Richard, a 67-year-old retired firefighter from Ohio who thought his manhood was behind him. For 23 years, he saved lives, carried people twice his size from burning buildings, and never once questioned his physical abilities. But at home, in his most private moments, he felt like half the man he used to be. "I stopped initiating with my wife," he told me. "I was afraid of disappointing her, of disappointing myself." The embarrassment was crushing him. The expensive prescriptions weren't working. The specialist appointments were draining his retirement savings. Then one morning, after incorporating this simple fruit into his evening routine for just 2 weeks, his wife noticed something different. "She looked at me with that smile I hadn't seen in years," Richard said, his voice breaking slightly. "I felt like myself again, like I'd gotten something back I thought was gone forever." Today, I'm going to share exactly what Richard discovered, why it works when expensive medications fail, and how nature has provided a solution that the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about. This isn't about temporary fixes or band-aid solutions. This is about addressing the root cause of why men lose their morning vitality, and how a specific fruit, consumed at a specific time, can reverse years of decline. And before we continue, I need to be absolutely clear. What I'm sharing today is backed by scientific research that's been overlooked because there's no profit in natural solutions. The medical establishment wants you dependent on their prescriptions. They've convinced you that your diminishing vitality is just part of aging that requires their expensive intervention. They're wrong, and I'm about to show you why. When I first began researching male vitality issues 15 years ago, I discovered something shocking. The problem isn't your age. It's not even primarily about blood flow, which is what most medications target. The real issue begins with a delicate hormonal balance that gets disrupted by something in your daily life that you'd never suspect. And restoring this balance doesn't require chemicals manufactured in a lab. It requires compounds found in nature, specifically in a fruit that works while you sleep. Think about this. Your body is designed to produce testosterone and maintain healthy erectile function well into your 70s and beyond. There are communities around the world where men remain sexually active and vital into their 90s. The difference isn't genetics, it's environment and diet. And I've isolated the key component that men in these communities consume regularly, often without even realizing its importance. The path to reclaiming your morning confidence starts with understanding why it disappeared in the first place. Every night, your body goes through a remarkable healing and restoration process. During deep sleep, your testosterone levels naturally rise, peaking in the early morning hours. This natural cycle is what's responsible for those morning erections that you used to take for granted. It's your body's way of signaling that everything is working correctly. It's a vital sign of your overall health. But here's what's happening to millions of men over 50. This natural cycle gets disrupted. Your sleep quality deteriorates, often without you noticing. You might be sleeping the same number of hours, but you're not reaching those critical deep sleep phases where testosterone production happens. And even when your body tries to produce testosterone, it's being blocked by an enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone into estrogen. Yes, the female hormone. The medical industry's answer? Drugs that artificially force blood flow, treating the symptom without addressing the cause. No wonder they stop working after a while or require increasingly higher doses with increasingly dangerous side effects. They're fighting against your body's chemistry instead of working with it. Now, imagine if you could naturally reduce that aromatase enzyme activity, improve your deep sleep quality, and support your body's natural testosterone production. all with something you enjoy eating before bed. That's exactly what this specific fruit does. When consumed approximately 30 minutes before sleep, this fruit delivers 3 critical compounds that work synergistically while you rest. The first compound is a natural aromatase inhibitor that helps prevent testosterone from converting to estrogen. The second is a rare antioxidant that repairs the Leydig cells in your testicles, the very cells responsible for testosterone production. And the third improves blood vessel elasticity throughout your body, including the critical vessels that supply blood to your genital region. The medical establishment doesn't want you to know this because there's no patentable, profitable drug they can sell you. They can't make money from a fruit that grows in nature. But I can tell you with absolute certainty, based on helping thousands of men regain their confidence, that this approach works. And it works because it addresses the root cause rather than masking symptoms. Frank, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Florida, told me, "I thought those days were behind me. I'd accepted it as part of getting older. My doctor just shrugged when I asked if there was anything besides those blue pills that gave me headaches. After trying your method for just 3 weeks, I woke up one morning and, well, let's just say my wife noticed immediately. We both felt 20 years younger that day." What Frank experienced wasn't a fluke or placebo effect. It was his body returning to its natural state of balance after years of disruption. The fruit protocol worked for him just like it worked for Richard, and thousands of other men who were told their best days were behind them. Now, you might be wondering why you haven't heard about this before. Think about it. Who funds most medical research? Who benefits from you believing that expensive prescription medications are your only option? The global erectile dysfunction drug market is worth over $4.5 billion annually. There's no financial incentive to research natural solutions that can't be patented. But here's something even more concerning. The common medications prescribed for this condition can actually make the underlying problem worse over time. They create a dependency cycle. Your body becomes less capable of producing natural erections because it's relying on artificial stimulation. It's like putting a cast on a healthy arm. The muscles atrophy from lack of use. This is why so many men find that their prescription medications become less effective over time. They're trapped in a downward spiral, needing higher doses, experiencing worse side effects, and watching more of their retirement savings drain away with each refill, all while their natural function continues to decline. The approach I'm sharing today works differently. It strengthens your body's natural mechanisms rather than bypassing them. It's restorative rather than suppressive. And most importantly, it addresses the true underlying causes: hormonal imbalance, poor sleep quality, and cellular damage from oxidative stress. Now, let me tell you exactly which fruit has these remarkable properties and how to use it for maximum effectiveness. The fruit that changed everything for Richard, Frank, and thousands of other men is actually one you probably already have in your kitchen. It's the humble watermelon. But not just any watermelon, and not consumed in any ordinary way. The key is in a specific part of the watermelon that most people discard, and in consuming it at a specific time to align with your body's natural rhythms. The white rind of the watermelon, the part between the red flesh and the green outer skin, contains the highest concentration of L-citrulline. This amino acid converts to L-arginine in your body, which then transforms into nitric oxide, the exact same compound that those expensive prescription medications aim to increase. The difference? L-citrulline from watermelon does this naturally, without side effects, and while providing additional benefits for heart health, kidney function, and muscle recovery. Additionally, watermelon contains lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress in the Leydig cells responsible for testosterone production. And it provides natural sugars that help induce serotonin production, improving your sleep quality and helping you reach those critical deep sleep phases where testosterone production peaks. Here's the protocol that has worked for thousands of men. 30 minutes before bed, consume 1 cup of diced watermelon, making sure to include some of the white rind near the red flesh. The timing is crucial because you want these compounds working in your system during those early morning hours, when your body naturally attempts to produce testosterone and achieve erections as part of its health monitoring system. James, a 63-year-old business owner from Texas, was skeptical when I first shared this with him. "Watermelon? Really? I've tried everything else, so why not?" he told me. After just 10 days, he called me early one morning, his voice filled with emotion. "I haven't felt this way since my 40s, he said. "My wife thinks I'm taking those pills again, but I'm not. It's just fruit. Unbelievable." What James experienced wasn't just improved morning erections. He also reported better sleep, more energy throughout the day, improved mood, and even better mental clarity. That's because proper testosterone levels affect your entire body and mind, not just your sexual function. Now, I need to address something important. Some men won't experience results quite as dramatic or quick as Richard, Frank, or James. Everyone's body is different. Factors like your current health status, how long you've been experiencing issues, and other aspects of your diet and lifestyle will affect your results. For some men, it might take a month or even 2 to see the full benefits. But patience is worthwhile when you're healing your body naturally rather than forcing it with chemicals. There are also ways to enhance the effectiveness of this protocol. Combining watermelon with other specific foods can create a synergistic effect that amplifies the benefits. For example, adding a small handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds provides zinc, another crucial element for testosterone production. A small piece of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, adds flavonoids that improve blood vessel health and circulation. What you avoid is just as important as what you consume. Certain foods actively work against your body's testosterone production and erectile function. Processed foods with artificial preservatives, conventional dairy products containing hormones, and excessive alcohol all interfere with the delicate hormonal balance you're trying to restore. Reducing or eliminating these can significantly improve your results with the watermelon protocol. Let me be clear about something. This approach isn't about creating artificial, inappropriate arousal. It's about restoring your body's natural function and the confidence that comes with knowing your vitality isn't lost to time. It's about waking up feeling like yourself again, knowing your body is working as designed. The psychological benefits of this restoration can't be overstated. The renewed confidence affects every aspect of your life. Michael, a 69-year-old retired executive, told me, "It wasn't just about the bedroom. I started standing taller in meetings with younger men. I felt worthy of my wife's attention again. I stopped feeling like I was slowly disappearing." That's the real benefit here. Reclaiming your sense of self, your identity as a vital, capable man regardless of your age. I need to address another question you might have. Why before bed? Why not eat watermelon any time of day? The timing is crucial for 3 reasons. First, the natural sugars in watermelon help trigger serotonin production, which improves sleep quality. Second, the L-citrulline needs time to convert to L-arginine and then to nitric oxide in your system, a process that peaks about 5 to 7 hours after consumption, perfectly timed for those early morning hours. And third, your body's testosterone production and regenerative processes are most active during deep sleep. Some men ask if they can just take L-citrulline supplements instead. While supplements can provide some benefits, they miss the synergistic effects of consuming the whole food. Watermelon contains numerous other compounds that work together to enhance absorption and effectiveness. Nature designed these compounds to work together, and isolating just one often reduces its efficacy. Now, I understand that fresh watermelon isn't always available year-round in every location. In those cases, frozen watermelon can work almost as well. The freezing process preserves most of the beneficial compounds. Just make sure to thaw it naturally rather than microwaving, which can destroy some of the delicate enzymes. For men who truly can't access watermelon or have an allergy, there are alternatives that provide similar benefits. Pomegranates, beets, and citrulline-rich melons like cantaloupe can serve as substitutes. They don't contain the exact same profile of beneficial compounds, but they address many of the same underlying mechanisms. I want to be transparent about expectations. This isn't a miracle cure that works overnight. It's a natural restoration process that requires consistency. Most men notice the first signs of improvement within 2 to 3 weeks, By 68 weeks, the benefits are typically substantial. And after 3 months of consistent use, many men report feeling better than they have in decades. Think about that timeline compared to how long you've been experiencing decline. If you're like most men over 55, these issues have been gradually worsening for 5, 10, even 15 years. Taking a few months to restore your natural function is a small investment for such a significant return to quality of life. The pharmaceutical companies count on your impatience. They offer pills that work immediately but damage your body's natural mechanisms over time. They're selling you a quick fix that actually accelerates your decline, ensuring you become a customer for life. Breaking free from that cycle requires patience and commitment to natural restoration. I've guided thousands of men through this process, and I've seen the life-changing results firsthand. Men who had given up hope, who had accepted a diminished version of themselves as their new reality, suddenly rediscovering what it feels like to be whole again. The joy in their voices when they call to share their success stories is my greatest reward in this work. Reclaiming your morning vitality isn't just about physical function. It's about restoring your identity as a man. It's about looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself again. It's about approaching your relationship with confidence rather than anxiety. It's about living the full, vital life you've earned after decades of hard work and responsibility. You deserve to feel like yourself again. You deserve natural, side-effect-free solutions rather than expensive chemicals. You deserve the truth about your body's amazing capacity for restoration and renewal, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The simple watermelon protocol I've shared today has helped thousands of men just like you reclaim what they thought was lost forever. All it requires is consistency, patience, and trust in your body's natural healing processes. Don't settle for a diminished version of yourself. Don't accept the pharmaceutical industry's narrative that decline is inevitable and chemicals are your only option. Your body was designed to maintain vitality throughout your lifetime, and with the right natural support, it can return to that state of balance and function. Try the watermelon protocol tonight. Make it part of your evening routine. Give your body the natural compounds it needs to restore itself while you sleep. You have nothing to lose except the disappointment of another morning waking up feeling less than your true self. And don't miss our next video that's appearing on your screen right now. Click on the card and discover another powerful natural solution that the medical establishment doesn't want you to know about. Your journey back to full vitality is just beginning, and I'm honored to be your guide on this path to renewal. Click that video now and continue reclaiming the man you know you still are.